because they are pushing me to do that. But once I sit down and understand, this is me, Julie, this is my income, this is what I want to do. I cannot just come here to live just to pay high rent, and I have other things that are waiting. How will I be able to do business? How will I be able to be a good entrepreneur if all I do is living a very nice house at the newest in the location that I'm living, so that I can make everybody allow me to be happy? You do not have to make someone else to be happy. If what you have you're contented with, then you are super cool. But if you're not contented, you'll always do things that others are telling you to do so that you can be at their level. That is not good. Others, they end up having a very bad life out there so that they can please other people. They can show them that we are also living a lavish life. Like you go rent a very big car to show other people you are driving a very big car, and it is not yours, you are hiring it. That money you can use it to start a small business. That's just something small that will grow into a bigger thing, which will help you later be in a position to afford that big car that you want.
People are stressed, depressed, and frustrated due to the fact that they envy others' style of living, and they are able to do nasty things in order to get what they want to live a suitable life. In today's video, we are going to share with you how to live a positive life, and we have a guest who is going to share her experience with us. Madam, you are welcome again. You can present yourself.
Thank you. First, thank you for having me, and good afternoon, good morning, good evening to everyone. It depends with where you are. My name is Julie Rivera, and I'm happy to share this topic so that we can get to be educated together. Thank you.
Yeah, in this video, you people are going to be educated and advised on how to live a positive life. Madam, this is the first question.
Yes,
In life, are we in competition with anyone?
definitely not. There are people who try to be in competition with others, but I would say if you are to be in competition, there are two types of competition. There is one who will compete with you because they are jealous of you, and there are those who will compete with you because they want to get the level that you are. And at this point, they will always come to you. They will ask for advices. They will ask for you to show them how you got there. You share with them. That is a positive one. The negative one is when you see someone is having something, is driving a big car. You also want to go and take some loan and buy the same car. You do not know how hard that person have worked to get to the point that they are, and they have achieved it. So don't be in a competition with someone who in a negative way because you're jealous or you have a negative mind about it. But if you are positive about it, then you are able to see that someone is doing a business and you approach that person. How did you start? How is it going? What are the challenges? What are the advantages of this? So that when you're getting into it, you will compete in something that you are positive about it and you know everything about it. That one is a positive one and it is a good one.
Meaning a positive competition
Mm-hmm.
educates,
Yes,
motivates, and
exactly.
directs someone to achieve his or her goals.
Yes, that
Yeah.
is.
Now, negative competition is not good at all.
It's not good at all because you'll end up maybe being in debt, you'll end up being in jail because you've done something that you shouldn't. So, and most likely, the best competition is when you're competing with the person you are yesterday. Don't compete uh, with people just for the sake of competing. Like me, I no long, I have never competed with anyone. I compete with the person that I was yesterday and the person that I am today and the person that I'm going to be tomorrow. To see that each and every day I make a difference, be it in my personal life, in my social life, be it in my business life, or whatever it is, be it career. I make sure I have done something different from what I did yesterday. That is the positive side of a competition.
Okay.
Yes.
Like it means in life,
Mhm.
you are not in competition with anyone,
No, 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 no.
especially competition
Mhm.
who pushes you to go and take loan or
Yes.
have debts.
Mhm.
That those are negative competitions.
Yes.
Like you can compete with someone so that you can make your goals become realistic, but
Yes.
positively.
Yes.
And this is a second question. How do you overcome others' influence on you? Like, how do you maintain your focus, your attention, and your
Yes.
energy
Yes.
on the goals, on your plans, on your strategy? Yeah, how do you make that? On your purpose too.
There is always these two sides of negative influence and positive influence. Now this one comes in the people you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with like 5 billionaires, you're most likely to be the sickest one. If you associate yourself with people who are just partying and they don't think about tomorrow, you will also live that person, right? A very bad life, because you never have your time to think about yourself, to think about what can I do in order to change my life, in order to improve it, in order to be successful. You have to always, first of all, the influence that comes with the people that you associate yourself with, that is what matters. The person that you are and the person that you will be in the future. So for me, I am always focused on my own things. Like I have to focus on my business, I have to focus on other things about my personal life, and I have to make sure that the people I surround myself with, they are people who are showing me the positive side of things, or the things that will build me up, not things that are not going to help me in any way, like things that which are to waste me. Like I associate myself with people who are doing business. They motivate me to do more and more. They motivate me every day, like I want to do this also, I want also to get to this level. But if I associate myself with the negative people who are showing me how to misuse money, how to do things which are not helpful, then I lose focus and direction of my life. So if there's something I try to maintain, it is the focus that I have. And the only way you can maintain it is first understanding who are you. What are you called to do? What are you focusing on your future? What do you want to be? What kind of a woman, what kind of a man that you want to be in future? Do you want to be that person who is begging for money? Do you want to be that person who is working as a watchman in a bank? Huh? In a bank, there are so many young people who are working there, but you find old people who are the watchmen there. Why? Because they wasted themselves when they were young, and it all came from the kind of the influence they got from the people they surrounded themselves with. That is why whatever you do today, it matters about your future. If today you do things that are not adding you any value, then your future, it will be so dull. But if you want a bright future, if you want to be that person who is owning a real estate, owning huge vehicles, having your own drivers, then you have to work for it right now. It has to start now. It is not later, it has to be now. So that is why I am always positive, and I'm always associating myself and surrounding myself with people who are positive, and people who are thinking about good things which will help me. Not only now, but also for the future.
Yeah, I like the way you have explained about the influence and
Yes.
how to shut down the influence of others on you. Now, your friends are the one who make your life easy or difficult.
Yes.
And how can someone select or chooses his or her friends in the right way?
That is a very easy question, because I don't think there's someone who will see a friend who is leading him or her in the wrong direction and you still want to be there. A friend who doesn't want to see the good things in you and you still want to be that friend. If someone is not bringing anything that is building you or anything positive, then you don't need them. And there is only one way that you can get to know your friends. Have a huge problem. That is when you know who is your real friend and who is not your real friend. Your real friend is the one who will come even when you're down there, even when you're sick. They will always stand with you. But those who are not real, who are there to misuse you, they will only be there when you're happy, when you're partying, when you have something that you can give to them. But once you don't have anything you can give to them, that is when you will know who are for you and who are not for you. And most likely, what happens is, have an issue, just one issue which needs a lot of help from friends or a lot of attention from them. That's the only way you can get to understand who they are
You can get to understand who is your friend
and
and
who
who
is
is not
not.
your friend.
Exactly.
Meaning, when you are falling, you are really friends. will automatically fall with you.
Yes.
And when you are up at the top, most of the people who surround you, they are not your friends.
They are not your friend. They are associated with you because there is something we can get from you. There is something they can get from her, they can get from him. If there is nothing, you will not even have one. You will even stay in a world where you are alone. You are like, what happens in life? Is this the way people live? Like, I don't have any friends. But once you have money, once you have big vehicles, once you are always there to welcome people, invite them, eat good food, do all this party, you will have even 1,000 friends. Others you not even get to know their names. You don't even need to ask them to be your friends. They will just come.
Yes.
But once you have a problem, you will try all around. You check your phone book, all the contacts, but you have none. So right now, it is not easy. I can say it's not easy to get to understand a friend, a real friend, until you have a problem. That's when you can get to understand who is for you and who is not for you.
And also, our friends are responsible for pushing us to live a life which is beyond our means.
Exactly.
And this question is very important because the youth today, we especially face that problem. We want to shine, we want to show to the world that we are living a beautiful or the best life, and we are living beyond our means. And this question is living beyond your means an appropriate decision in life?
Definitely not. Living beyond your means, it means you have to do things out of your way, things that are not good, things that is so that you can maintain that life. Like, I'll give you an example with me. There was one time I brought a friend of mine into my house. The house is nice, but she told me, why are you living in this compound? Why can't you go to that big flat? It is a new one. Why can't you get a house there? They are all available. So if I am this person who go by hearsay, like, anyway, they have said, let me just do it. I go, I pick that house, I be paying rent of 80,000 per month. I would have done that simply because they are pushing me to do that. But once I sit down and understand, this is me, Judy. This is my income. This is what I want to do. I cannot just come here to live just to pay high rent, and I have other things that are waiting. How will I be able to do this? How will I be able to be a good entrepreneur if all I do is living a very nice house at the newest in the location that I'm living, so that I can make everybody allow me to be happy. You do not have to make someone else to be happy. If what you have you're contented with, then you are super cool. But if you're not contented, you'll always do things that others are telling you to do so that you can be at their level. That is not good. Others, they end up having a very bad life out there so that they can please other people. They can show them that we are also living a lavish life. Like, you go rent a very big car to show other people you are driving a very big car, and it is not yours, you're hiring it. That money you can use it to start a small business. That's just something small that will grow into a bigger thing, which will help you later be in a position to afford that big car that you want. So in this life, there is always especially the young generation. They want to push others. Others will steal even money from their parents, from even their neighbors, so that they can go and have that party like other people the way they are doing. So that when you sit down, you say, oh, last weekend we went to this club. The other time we went to this club. Why can't we have such people sit down and say, have you seen this kind of a business that has come up at a certain place? Can we start doing the same? Can we develop such a thing? Those are people who are showing you the positive side of things. But when they show you to live to live a life that you cannot, that is beyond your means, you cannot afford, then that is the worst of it all. That is the worst you can do. So always train yourself and have discipline. This one comes from you, within you. Discipline yourself that no matter what they say, no matter what they do, I will live within my means. And when I have enough money to live that kind of life, I will definitely do. Because let me tell you, as long as we are alive, everything that we wish to have, everything that is beautiful in this world we wish to have, it is God's will for us to prosper. And I say this again, it is God's will for everybody, for you, the viewers, and everyone else to prosper. So the only thing you have to do is get up, tell God, guide me, order my steps, and bless the work of my hand. Go out there, work hard. Then eventually you'll enjoy your money very well and within your means.
Okay, like you have you have said you are not someone is not living to impress others.
No, no, no.
You are
No,
living your own life.
exactly.
And if you are buying expensive things, living in this fancy apartment so that you can impress others, you are not doing the right thing.
Yeah, you are definitely lost.
It is not going to take you anywhere.
No, no, no.
And finally, this is an important question. And what is your word of advice to this generation who lack patience, consistency, and perseverance in whatever they do or they apprend? They want to get easy money, they want to get everything easy, they want to use the shortcut. What are you going to tell them?
What I can say, everything you get easy, it has some consequences. Be it you have went there out, you have gone out, you have killed someone so that you can gain. You will also, you kill by a sword, you will die by a sword. That is one thing you should remember. So always make sure whatever you are gaining, it's something that you know it is very good. It's something that you know that it will not give you any kind of problem. Like they are deciding to do, they are, especially with the young generation that we have right now, they really all want shortcuts. For young ladies, they prefer to have these older men so that they can cater for their needs. But let me tell you, that older man, he has his own home. He has his own family going on. He cannot leave that family. He just wants you for entertainment. So imagine a whole woman who is educated, giving herself out to an old man who has already finished whatever he wants. So he is just entertaining himself. You entertain you give him your body to entertain himself so that someone can pay your rent, and he can always give you that lavish life where you go partying every day. You feel that when you wake up you have money in your pocket to go and do the parties, and you want to go work. It's so bad. It brings a very bad picture, and let alone those people who do that, they regret, because this person will waste your time. You will not, the time that you would have used to go out there, get yourself a good job, that job can motivate you to come up with an idea of maybe having your own business. You will not get all that chance because you're sitting in the house and you're expecting everything just to come in. But when you start working, you will definitely have good ideas. You will go far. You will even have ideas that you never thought that you can have, rather than you sit down and wait. Others, it goes as bad as they end up in depression, and finally they die. Why? Because they're used to that life of just sitting down and someone else is providing. The person who is providing is not your father, is not your mother. It's just a person who wants to entertain yourself with you. And most of these ladies, they get depression to a point where they end up dying, because when that thing comes over, it is a seasonal thing. It will not be forever. It is just for a seasonal, and then you get someone else to entertain him. But when you are left, you do not know where to start. You have a job. You do not have a house of yourself. You do not know even who will help you to connect you to someone who can give you a good job. So I would always urge people, let us do things that will always help. Let us focus on the future. Young generation, let's not just see tomorrow and today that today I've eaten, I've drunk, I'm okay. Tomorrow I'll eat, I'll drink, I'm okay. No, just can you focus a little bit more on your future? Like, when this person is not in my life, how will be my life look like? Will I still be the same, or will I go down at the village because I cannot manage to stay in Nairobi? When you train yourself right away, you train yourself to work hard, to get your own rents, to get your own money, to do your own things. You can party by yourself because you have worked for it. You can party, but party with a plan, like this one is for partying, this one is for doing something else. When you manage yourself very, very well, there will be no day that you find young people are dying of depression, young people are feeling disappointed, young people, they always say, we young people, we don't have jobs. Well, how much effort have they put in to show that they really want to work? And how much effort have they put in to go look for people who can connect them, such that you can sit down and say, finally, I have tried all things that I can. Now what is remaining for me is to get depression.
Do you think
No way.
Sorry for interrupting.
Yes.
Do you think they lack focus, especially the young people?
Yes, they lack focus, because once you involve yourself with this kind of lavish life, where you are partying, you are doing this, you want to see your friend. Others, they do so many things, such that they even get to involve themselves in some cults so that they can afford that kind of life they want. But it's not good for anyone. Teach yourself to focus, be focused, know what you want in life, and go for it.
Okay, I hope this video is going to educate you where you are, and I hope you like the way the madam has explained. Okay, thank you for sharing, madam. I hope to see you in another video.
Yes, thank you so much.